A graphologist never focuses on the content of what you've written, whether you've written physics, whether you've written a love letter or something about yourself. We just focus on the quality of your writing, and by quality I mean the space the person uses or doesn't use on the paper, the relative size, the whether letter is small or large. Let me give you an example that most of you will relate with. When you were in class and 50 students used to write together, you remember in your English class, the teacher used to dictate notes. We used to write in class in school, and I used to always lag behind because my writing was small, and I used to write really slow compared to some of my classmates. And I used to always see my friends writing instead of asking the teacher to again repeat, which was very embarrassing in front of the class. I used to just see his bad handwriting and try to copy and correct. That was my school days that I remember. Just as you remember what the teacher has said, process it in our mind and write, which basically helps us to form our writing. So it's an amazing thing if you really think about it. A single teacher talking and the children processing it in their mind, and 50 students writing it with their own handwriting in 50 different styles. So that is an amazing thing if you really think about it. Now, I used to see and I used to observe things, and when I remember that after 10 minutes I used to actually sleep and write, put my head down. I used to see many of my friends also doing that, and even without thinking, the writing used to automatically even much faster than when I started. So that was an amazing thing that used to happen, because this writing is basically originating from the unconscious mind. So our subconscious mind basically takes things automatically and starts doing them. Now you take an example of someone who is amazing, right? Someone who is truly amazing in their field, and they basically have processed it in their subconscious mind and have succeeded at it. Now, if you can do that, that really puts you leagues above others. Now, if you take an example of you going to driving school, the first 15 days are really hard because you're learning all the things all together. And then after a month or two, things start getting automatic, and even when you're not really good at driving, you really start to understand, experience. And many people, after years of not driving, they can drive in their sleep because they had so much practice and because it is in their subconscious. Now, if you take an example of Sachin Tendulkar, he used to go and practice 5 a.m. in the morning every single day, and he could bat in his sleep. Right, it came very naturally to him. So if you want to learn something, then you need to start practicing it every day, and then it comes naturally to you, and it basically becomes a muscle and it becomes a part of you and a part of your subconscious. So that's an amazing thing that happens. Your subconscious mind is basically divided into two parts. One is the logical side, which is your right hand side, and your left side of the brain, which is more of the creative side of the brain.